Good morning. It's a beautiful mid-September morning and I had a cold spell last night, so I thought it would be a really good opportunity to bring you along and show you sloe berry, which is in abundance at the moment this time of year, along with other berries. And I'm going to pick a few and hopefully make a sloe gin, because let's face it, who doesn't like sloe gin? So come with me. The sloe berry is the fruit of the blackthorn. There is another berry that looks similar, which is the damson, but that is larger than the sloe berry. The sloe berry is bluish black in colour and oval, and there are very sharp thorns on the blackthorn stem. It's usually shrub-like in hedgerows on edges of fields or woodland, and the berry is close to the stem, in clusters or singly. The leaves are oval and alternate on the stem and have very fine serrated edging. In springtime, the blackthorn has very small creamy white flowers with 5 petals. Now there is another plant that has the same looking flower at the same time of year, which is the hawthorn, but the difference between the two, the blackthorn flowers before the leaves begin to show, and the hawthorn flowers the same time as the leaves. The leaves on the blackthorn are oval, as shown before, in shape, and the hawthorn leaves have a few toothed edges. The berry on the hawthorn is totally different. It's red in colour and smaller, and they're always hanging in clusters from the stem. So these are the sloe berries that I picked earlier. As you can see, I took most of the stems off, still a few to pick off. It's always best that you get rid of all the stems and just have the fruit. So I've finished taking the stems off. I'm going to rinse them. I'm going to put them in the freezer for 24 hours. That's to mimic a frost, which makes them just a bit softer and sweeter. So now for the fun part. We're going to prepare the sloe gin. So for the recipe, you will need 500 grams of sloe berries. You need 250 grams of sugar. I always use white sugar. You can use brown sugar, but then that will change the colour and the taste of the finished sloe gin. So I always use white sugar. And of course, the best bit is the 1 litre of gin. So this is the sloe berries. I'm making a bit of a mess there. But that's just over 500 grams of the sloe berries, which have all obviously been pricked individually beforehand. Now we're measuring out the 250 grams of sugar. There we go. Right, now for the gin. Okay, so that's the sloe berries, the gin and the sugar in a 1.5 litre jar, and I've shook it up, and every few days you need to make sure it's a sealed jar. Every few days just give it a shake, and you need to let that sit in a dark cupboard for about 3 months. So this is after a week of being in a dark cupboard, and I've been shaking it every day, and you can start to see the colour of the sloe berries seeping into the gin, and all the sugar has completely dissolved. It's looking a lovely colour already, isn't it? Really looking forward to this. So I wanted to show you some that I made before. So this is what I made a few months back. It gets better with age. You can actually leave this for a year and it will just mature and taste even better. So I actually strained the berries, the gin and the sugar through a muslin cloth into a clean jar, and then poured the liquid into a sterilised glass bottle. And there you go, Sloe Gin. And everybody loves Sloe Gin. Everyone I speak to loves Sloe Gin. It just tastes so nice. You can mix this with tonic water and ice, which makes a nice little cocktail, or you can have it just neat on its own. Either way, it's just a really nice, warming, lovely drink. And also with the sloe berries, you can also make a cordial without the alcohol, and you can make jams, you can make syrup. So such a good little berry. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.